Hello, welcome to a super spooky episode of the DieHAT podcast. We recommend that none of the young ghouls listen to this, and that you look out for the jump scares in the middle. Have a fun time. Let's start the show. You hear something really fucked up?
Sure.
All right, you know how you're coming here, your place has a Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
Where the street goes down to 25.
Hmm?
Everyone was doing 25. You want to know who was going over the speed limit, who was flying?
What?
The fucking school bus. Those kids were on a ride to hell, pretty much.
I need to get them to their homes right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's Friday, damn it.
It's your Friday, it's my Friday.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought that was the funniest thing. He was doing easily 45. Everyone else, all the other little cars doing 25. This big yellow fucking piece of cheese. I'm like, okay.
Hey, Derek, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, I know. Very spooky. Ooh. Somebody call Mummy Brown. It's getting scary up in here. I'm doing references.
Yeah.
People better watch everything else to get these stupid jokes.
Yeah, welcome to a very special Did You Hear About This?
It's our Halloween special.
Yeah, I'm Bryce.
Daddick, yeah.
You can't. Then we can see your hands.
I don't care.
But they were like T-Rex arms. And you move the fingers.
I was
really
moving
weird.
my fingers creepily.
Oh my gosh.
Ba-da-da-dum. You think that's gonna freak everyone out if I do that?
I mean, I'm looking at the audio format right now, and you see the two big spikes.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So. Welcome to Hear About This, and this is a podcast about stories. We're not historians, we're not reporters, we're just two very spooky boys who like stories.
I don't want to be referred to as a spooky boy. I got a beard, damn it.
Sorry, spooky man.
There we go.
I'm a man.
Spooky, spooky man. Oh,
but SpongeBob holding up the razor.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a man.
You flex really hard and grow a mustache.
So the stories I have today, they're not out of the ordinary for our podcast, but they're two things that either can be taken in spooky fashion, or they have, in my mind, have something to do with Halloween. Mm-hmm.
See, I really wish I would have remembered that we were doing the Halloween one.
Yeah.
Because none of my Florida Man stories... There's like one that's kind of Halloween-y.
Yeah.
I can try and make the rest of them references, but there's only one that actually kind of works.
It's fine. Florida, for us, every day is Halloween here in Florida, because every day is super scary.
Yep.
Because then we remember all of these stories, they're just around us.
Yeah. Especially last week's one.
Yeah, they're here and they're real, and well, half of these are real because they're doing the games here this week.
We're doing games now.
Yeah. So, hey Derek,
what's up?
Did you hear about this? Did you hear about the army of cats?
Nothing seems scarier than an army of cats.
Yeah, there's like black cats and witches and stuff.
It's like a pet cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the Battle of. Okay, this is in Egypt. I'm going to get this wrong.
Before we continue, as we start our third week of great wars with animals, I would like to note that's a thing.
Yeah. So
it's a trilogy.
This is the Battle of Colusium. Pelusium. Pelusium?
I don't know why you spelled that to me like I'm going to fucking figure that one out.
I mean, does that sound right? I mean, I didn't look
I
at this
don't know.
This is 525 BC.
Okay, so anyone who's alive then doesn't care because they're not alive anymore.
Yeah, this is the Kingdom of Egypt versus the Achaemenid Empire, which is the first Persian Empire.
Okay.
In this war, Egypt suffered around 50,000 casualties.
Okay.
While the Persians only suffered about 7,000. You can probably guess who won.
Hey, you never know. They could have did something special. Just because you have the higher number doesn't mean you lost.
I mean,
it just means you got your ass whooped. You can still win.
Yeah, you can have an overwhelming amount of people. And still lose a lot of people, but still won. Yeah, but they lost. Spoiler alert. For a war that happened in 500 BC. Herodotus, an ancient Greek historian who died in 425. He visited the battlefield and said the fields were strewn with bones. He noted the Egyptian skulls. This isn't anything to do with the story of this cats, but it's a fun fact of what he said, and it's just crazy. He noted that the Egyptian skulls were distinguishable from the others due to their superior hardness. In fact, he said, because the Egyptians shaved their heads from infancy, and Persians covered theirs with folds of cloth and linen. So yeah, he's crazy.
I say that's like. Have you ever seen Django Unchained?
Yeah.
Remember the bit where
the extra dimple in the skull?
Yeah, the extra dimples, and then he smashes the shit. He actually hurt his hand doing that scene.
Yeah, it's famous.
I always thought that was so weird because
bye, Miss Laura. It's my favorite line in that movie. It's not even like the
same dimples. Sorry.
So it is said that at this battle, Cambyses, it's Cambyses, Cambyses?
Cannabis.
It's cannabis. The Persian general, Cannabis, used what would be called the earliest form of psychological warfare.
Okay.
Because the Egyptians regarded certain animals, especially cats,
really high,
as being sacred.
Yeah.
And would not injure them in any way.
They just put a whole bunch of cats in the middle of the fucking war zone.
There are claims stating that Cambyses had his soldiers carry cats in front of them when they attacked. And the Egyptians did not want to harm the animals, so they shot very little arrows at the Persians. So the Colusium was stormed easily.
Oh, fuck.
And shortly after the battle, Egypt and the Persians had a truce, and Egypt became possession of Persia when Cambyses became the first Persian pharaoh.
Okay.
If you're wondering, yes, there is in fact artwork of the battle. He's looking at the picture of
there's a cat in the sky.
He's also carrying a cat in his hand in the battle. And there's artwork of this battle. There's cats everywhere. There's one being yeeted over the top of this wall. He's so far above that wall right now.
There's actually a you know what this reminds me of?
What?
There's a show on Netflix called, I want to say it's Love, Death, and Robots. It's like an animated thing.
Yeah.
I think I made you watch that with us.
Everyone keeps telling me to watch it. I have not.
So you haven't watched it yet?
No.
There's actually a bit where they call them Draculas, but they're just vampires.
Yeah. But
they're scared of cats. So in the tomb, they just have 15 million fucking cats.
Yeah.
And they try and shoot the vampire that doesn't die. So they grab cats and they slowly just like shake them at the vampire, and the vampire gets fucking scared of them. Felines.
They're so furry and have big eyes.
Yeah. They're so adorable.
No. Gosh, there's hair everywhere.
Little hairball.
So yeah, there was a battle where they just took cats
and used them as weapons.
Can you think of like if you had to do psychological warfare, and can you think of another animal that you'd have them carry with soldiers into battle?
Carry? No. Ride? Yes. I've always liked the war elephants.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we did a story on them many weeks ago. Didn't we have one where like the guy was moving elephants, but they didn't like going like over water or something like that, so they'd take the mountain range, if I'm remembering correctly.
That's not... I don't think we did that one, but I think that's just a historical story we could probably cover eventually.
I think we did. But anyways,
yeah.
But I love the idea of the war elephant.
Yeah.
But instead of elephants, I want to be fucking rhinos.
Oh, nice.
War rhinos. Just have them charge in, have like really decorated stuff like armor, like studded leather and all that.
Yeah.
And just have it fucking rush in the battle. Even if it's a tank, the person can be like, is that a fucking rhino? And just runs it over.
Hear me out. War hippos.
Hippos are fucking mean.
Yeah.
For being an animal that's considered to not be like a carnivore,
yeah,
it kills a lot.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to wonder if that's just a ploy between the hippos. Like, if we look peaceful, they'll get closer and we can eat them.
Oh, fun fact. This isn't anything to the story. We're talking about water, big beasts in the water. Mm-hmm. Manatees are no longer endangered.
Really?
Yeah, they were taken off the endangered list because they're good now.
Huh.
Make everyone feel good on this Halloween day.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't creepy.
Yeah.
Manatees are creepy because people used to... Okay, here's a connection. People used to think manatees were mermaids.
Yeah.
And mermaids aren't good creatures. They would kill fishermen.
Yes.
There's your creepy fact for this story. Just so everyone knows, got a little bit of history of some Halloween-y stuff. Got evil mermaids, and they didn't look beautiful. They only sounded beautiful. That's how they attracted you. Kind of like
sirens.
Well, no, sirens. Yeah, sorry, sirens. Yes, I was thinking of banshees for some reason, but banshees scream. They don't sing.
So,
but yeah, so war hippos and war rhinos.
Yeah,
rhinos are pretty much hippos without the big mouths, and hippos are pretty much rhinos without the fucking tusks.
Yeah,
at this point. But yours can go in water. I don't think rhinos can go in water, but I don't think they swim well.
So it's like if you have a bunch of war hippos, right? They're actually really fast.
Yeah, hippos are fast as shit.
They probably can't run marathons, but they can run sprints.
If they're in close enough distance, a hippo can catch you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you put them in like pins that are like on back of like those like attached like trailers. Mm-hmm. You have people on them already, just ready to go,
and just let them have the trucks move out of the way so they can go.
So they drive up, they turn, and they open up the back, and they just kind of like slow down for you to run out the back and straight into the fight.
That looks really cool in my head, actually.
Yeah, dude, trust me, war hippos are amazing, and I'm all for it.
Well, is there any history of war hippos? Has anybody trained a hippo?
Hippos are like impossible to train.
Well, let's train and more of capture.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's actually all I have for the Army of Cats.
Honestly,
I just want to talk about this, the fact they just have cat. I want to talk about this most just painting. It's just a painting of a guy carrying a cat on a horse. He's about to chuck it over a wall. You
know what the worst part is? Do you think they had like different varieties of cats? Like, you think they had like skinny, hairless ones, and like the new guy got stuck with the big fat cat. He's like, why do I gotta get this? Because you're the new dude.
What do I got? This Garfield. You're like, why are you making that reference? He isn't made yet.
Yeah. It's like, what's a Garfield?
Why don't I take this big fat guy? Oh, come on, Sir Garfield, you got this.
I'm gonna make you some Italian stuff. They call it's new. It's called lasagna from the New World.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
All right, that's all I have for Army of Cats.
Really? That's all you got for Army of Cats?
I told you it was going to be a short one.
We can't make more funny stuff about cats?
We can. We can bring my cat in here and see what she does.
Your cat will not come anywhere near this room while I'm in here.
Yeah.
It is getting nicer to me, though.
No. She's racist.
Man, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. She's a little sweetheart, though. That's all I have for that. Hey, man, we could probably do a couple mini stories if you want.
That's up to you. That's fine by me.
Yeah, let's do a mini story in the middle, and then we'll go into Florida Man.
Yeah. Better known as Todd Z, the game show. I'm going to make a game show name for it. I'm going to use my Twitter handle.
Okay.
Get those followers.
Hey, Derek. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about Mithridates, what's VI?
VI? That'd be the 6th or the 4th?
That's 6th.
All right.
It's Mithridates the 6th.
I'm so happy you're fucking sure about that. You asked me.
Because I know that the small numbers are forward slash.
Oh, okay.
So it's Mithridates the 6th. Did you hear about him?
No, obviously you haven't either.
He was a leader in by the time of ancient Rome.
Okay.
He was so paranoid of being poisoned, he took small doses throughout his life to build immunity to it. Mm-hmm. When he was captured by the Romans, he tried to kill himself with poison, but it failed because he was immune.
Damn. All right. That's actually really ironic.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to tie this into a Halloween story.
Oh.
Halloween special.
I'm ready.
Reason why people used to use silver dishes back in the day was because if food was poisoned, it would make the silver go bad.
Yeah.
Silver was also used because obviously this is before glass was major. Mm-hmm. It was used for mirrors. And that's why vampires have the notoriety of not being able to see in the mirrors, because silver is a holy item.
Yeah.
So that's why vampires wouldn't pop up in them. And then later on, once we got mirrors, they just kind of stuck.
So
neat, right?
Yeah, it's super cool. I think I revealed to you we went to Halloween Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna talk Halloween Horror Nights.
That I had 2 fears. Mm-hmm. Well, this one I revealed to you when we went to Hollow Scream.
Yes. I
had a fear of the infinite abyss of water,
which I made you go inside the water house,
which wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. There's a dead dog in there, though.
Yeah. Speaking of animals and battles.
Yep.
And the second one I told you I had a fear of at Busch Gardens. I had a fear for the longest time. I don't have it anymore of mirrors. Because I think we went back to a Sarah Silverman bit when she closed the mirror and she turned into a witch for a second, and that scared the crap out of me. So I had a fear of mirrors for like the longest time, and then they came out with a movie called Reflection. I think it's or something.
Where the guy gets stuck in there.
No, it's a haunted mirror.
Oh wait, no. I think you're thinking of. I know what movie you're talking about, but I think you have the wrong title. There's two different ones. You're talking about the one where the brother and sister deal with the evil mirror.
Is it Oculus?
That's Oculus. But Reflection is a guy that gets stuck inside of like. I guess it'd be the mirror realm. Would be the proper way of explaining
the chalk zone. What is this?
Exactly. But yeah, there's two different movies dealing. But you're thinking of Oculus.
Yeah, Oculus. That I saw the trailer for that. And I watched a video on it on some YouTube channel, and I started watching. I'm like, why am I watching this? I know I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate everything about this. And it started. I'm like, I hate it already. I hate it.
You want to hear something funny? You know Thanks a lot.
All right, for you.
You know the new Doctor Sleep movie with The Shining. If I'm heard correctly, the Oculus mirror is in the background of one of the trailers, so it's inside the building.
Oh gosh.
So I think it's just a reference. But I'm pretty sure somebody said it's. Oh yeah, it's back there. You don't see it? It's over there.
I used to. My fear of mirrors was so bad. When I was in college, I visited back to Ohio, my grandparents' place, and in the room they had a full standing mirror next to the bed. I used to take a blanket and cover it up when I went to sleep.
So is it the fact that there might be something in the mirror, or is it like a Bloody Mary thing?
I have a fear when I look in the mirror, it'll move and I won't.
Have you ever seen those ones? Okay, there's one on. I'm gonna see if I can find it for you. It's like a little baby, and they're recording it, and it's like, oh, look at me, I'm in the mirror, and it looks back at the recorder.
Yeah,
whoever's recording, I guess it's like her
and
mother.
The mirror doesn't look away.
Yeah, it doesn't. The head of the baby doesn't move. It's still staring straight at the baby, and then all you see is the mother kind of like freak out. Yeah, because the mirror doesn't move. Because
I see those things, and it freaks me out. And I'm like, that's why I have a fear. I'm gonna look in the mirror, and I'm gonna move, and it won't. Or it'll move and I won't. My
biggest fear isn't the fact I'm not really scared of mirrors, but I hate whenever if I'm in the bathroom and I cut the light off.
Yeah.
That as soon as I cut it off, there'll be a black figure. Like it'll be me, and then there'll be another figure where the mirror is. Kind of like have you seen Lights Out? This movie Lights Out, wherever they cut the light out, the monster appears.
Yeah.
It'll be like that, and I'll click it, and I'll be like, oh shit. I've never actually told you a short idea about me with a mirror. And like a short horror bit that I wanted to do. We'll talk about that later. I don't think that'll get boring. But yeah, have you ever done Bloody Mary or Candyman?
Of course not. I'm me.
Oh wait. You know what you got to do?
I never heard of Candyman.
Candyman? You don't know who Candyman is?
No. I know. I've heard of a horror thing. I don't know about how to do it.
It's the same concept, but instead of saying it 3 times, you say it 5 times.
Oh.
Actually, they.
What if you just intertwine them? And Candyman, Bloody Mary.
They have to fight each other.
Yeah. They show up like, no, this is my kill. No, this is my kill, you asshole.
They argue. Tony Todd shows up like, what are you talking about?
They show each other's shoulders a little bit like, no, leave.
No, you know what you gotta do? You gotta do the South Park version. You gotta do Biggie Smalls.
God.
Have you seen that episode?
I think I have.
It's one where it's Satan's, it's like his Sweet 666 or something like that. It's like a version of Sweet 16. Mm-hmm. And Biggie Smalls is invited. Because obviously, I guess Biggie Smalls is in hell at this point. I don't know. I guess that's just... But Butters goes in. He does the Biggie Smalls thing. And it pulls him away from the party. And he shows up in Butters' bathroom. And he just starts shooting at him with a pistol. But then they end up getting on an airplane to go back to L.A. Because obviously, Satan's holding his party in L.A.
Of course.
But while he's on the airplane, Stan's dad... I want to say it's Randy... Yeah. He does it, and he gets sucked back over to fucking Colorado, where the fuck they're at in South Park. He's like, come on! But yeah, we can do that later. The sun's about to go down.
No, it's not.
You sure?
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Yes,
especially we can do it in your place, so I can go home and sleep peacefully.
You have stuff to do. I have a life to live.
You won't die.
Much.
Well, not till I leave and you're all in this house by yourself.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have the cat. She'll protect me. I'll throw her into battle like she's going to war.
Animals can sense when evil's around.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people say
that's why she runs from you.
Yeah, exactly.
On that note, hey, man. This is Florida man.
Oh, sure. If I say, give me 1 second, I'm pulling my Florida man up.
I'll stall. Hey guys, if you haven't already, you should check out Young Walnut on YouTube and SoundCloud. He lets us use his music, and he's super cool. He makes some of it's meme music, other of it's actually really good, and all of its music is really good, but some of it's meme music, and that's pretty cool too. So go check it out, and you'll like it.
All right, are you?
Are you ready?
All right, that feels weird doing it in the middle. You're gonna have to do that again, just in case the people who zoom through this.
I don't know, man. We're going to Florida, man. People are skipping to this point.
Okay. So, all right. So, just so everyone knows, we switched up the Florida Man concept a little.
Yeah, I handed Florida Man over to Derek.
This is the second time of me doing this.
Yes.
And for some reason, I was like, I don't like just telling stories. I'd much rather try and trick Bryce.
Yeah.
So, I made up 4 fake stories, and I found 4 real stories.
Yeah.
And we're going to fight them head to head.
Fight the stories.
We're going to fight the stories with boxing gloves.
Yeah.
And Bryce is going to try and figure out which ones are the fakes and which ones are the reals.
Last time I was 50-50.
Yep.
Let's see if we can continue that pattern and maybe half wrong.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to go through the first 2 stories. One will be fake, one will be real.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. Man tries to escape drug charges dressed as a doctor after taken to the hospital.
Okay.
All right. That's first story.
Okay.
Man ingests too much laughing gas, strips naked in dentist office.
Okay.
Those are really Halloween-y, apparently.
Yeah. They're dressing up in costumes.
One's in his birthday suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, that does work. They're okay. Thank you, Bryce.
Oh, okay. So, the first one, a guy dressed up as a doctor.
Yep, he was taken to a hospital.
Yes.
He thought, oh, shit, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
He was like, you know who doesn't get in trouble for having drugs? Doctors.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a doctor.
I'm all for this.
Exactly. That was his plan.
And
He's
he
like,
got scot-free, right?
Nope.
Dang.
Not at all.
Ah, shocker. Didn't see that one coming. And the second one, he got super high and was having fun.
Yeah, pretty much. From what I read, he didn't get in as much trouble. Yeah. Because it wasn't really his fault. I don't think he wasn't trying to get high off of it. It just happened.
Yeah, they accidentally gave him too much.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So he dressed up as a doctor and then he stole drugs.
No, he had the drugs. Yeah. He was taken to the hospital for the drugs.
Okay.
And then he thought, I need to get out of here fast.
Oh, he escaped trying to as a doctor.
Dressed as a doctor. He stole a white coat. He's like, yes, I am Dr. Johnson, and he tried to walk out of the building.
Okay, and then he was caught.
And he was caught.
Okay.
He was caught immediately. He was not a very convincing doctor.
You're like, doctors wear shoes, right? And he's like, come on.
It's Casual Friday.
Can you imagine that? Welcome to Casual Friday. Sir, you still have to wear pants. Okay, I'm going to go with... Okay, before I give my guess. That second one sounds like he didn't get in trouble for that, right?
You can't get. I imagine, at least from what I read, he didn't get arrested. Obviously, they had to like call his family and like maybe if I was correct, they called the police to try and just explain what was going on because there's a naked guy walking around in this dentist's office because it wasn't just the room. He left the room.
Okay,
so he was like in the reception area.
Yeah.
So there's other people in there watching this naked man walk around having a good fucking time.
Okay,
but yeah, I don't believe if I read correctly he got in trouble.
All right, I'm gonna go with because I want to have faith in humanity.
Okay,
the second one.
The man who with the laughing gas?
I think that one's real.
You're wrong. That one is fake. I made that one up on the spot.
Dang it.
The man apparently got in trouble for having drugs, was taken to the hospital because of the drugs, and thought it was a good idea to escape pretending to be a doctor.
What is this, Breaking Bad? Why?
Yep. Honestly, I went with Austin Powers. Remember when he dressed up as the nurse, but they had Mini Me be the legs?
And then his arm was his penis?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. He's like, that'll work. It worked in the movie.
I was really hoping, just like, this guy, I came in to get a tooth filled, and now I'm naked in front of his grandma. Just having a long day.
But be happy, because that didn't happen to him.
Oh, look, the strippers are here. I'm already ahead of you, man. Oh.
So, yeah. It leads into the next story. You ready for the next round?
Sure.
Next round. Because you had to bring up strippers.
Yeah.
Here's the first story.
Okay.
Male strip club goes on strike, causing traffic jam.
Okay.
There's more details to that one.
Okay.
But that's just the headline.
Okay.
The next story. Police officer suspended after fake arrest video with lingerie models go viral.
Are these the same story?
Nope, these are two completely different stories. One of them is real, one of them is not real. If both were real, it'd be a really fun time here in Florida.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to lie. The second one sounds the more real out of the two. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if that's not true, it's happened. The first one, though, I want to believe because I like people protesting. I like people getting their voices out there. And I don't care what.
Even for the male strippers.
Hey, girls need love, too.
That's true.
Girls deserve the same amount of, dong being thrown in their face, I guess. I don't know what. I've never been to a male strip club.
We should go to a male strip club. It'll be
That's
fun.
the worst idea we've come up with.
I'll let you go in first, and I'll walk away.
Neither one of us wants to go there.
Nope, not at all.
Neither one of us is into that. It's okay if you are. I'm not saying it's nothing wrong. We're just not. Anyways, they deserve to protest if they want.
They were really upset about their wages and stuff like that. So they actually left out and started walking. They walked out pretty much half naked. Not all of them. Not all of them completely naked. At least from what I was reading. Walked out and apparently was just in the middle of the street causing traffic.
All right. It's not that I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm. Of course you don't believe you. You never believe me.
But I don't believe you.
You don't believe me.
I think the fake recording of that, I think that one's true.
Is that your final answer?
Deal.
See, you talk about me doing hand symbols. He just smacked the deal button, just so you know. Howie Mandel's not in here.
See, the thing is with doing that, when you close it and you do, it's the same movement with your hand. So it could have been no deal. Deal is the same thing.
Well, you're correct.
Yeah.
I wanted the male stripper one for you to fool you. I don't know why. That one seems funny to me.
Because you said they came out half naked when they're in the middle of they stop what they were doing.
Yep.
That's nighttime, my dude.
Hey, there's traffic at night.
People protest during the day.
No. Wait, strip clubs are open during the day, just so you know.
Well,
you can go. They have happy hour.
I know, but majority of their business is at night.
Is at night.
And if they want to get their voices out, they should do it during the day.
They walk out. There's only one lady in the strip club I guess we're closed.
And also their wages is off of how much they get tipped.
No, they get paid as well.
They do?
Yeah. They're not fucking waiters. These are professional dancers here.
I know, but I thought...
I should have been more convincing when I was telling the story.
Yeah. You should have been, because you should have been off of my knowledge of strippers, which is nothing.
Well, we can go to a regular strip club.
They should have been, protesting for better health conditions. And they were,
clean
benefits.
the floor up.
Yeah,
it's
seriously.
filled with jizz. Look at this.
My jizz is on the floor over there. Clean it.
Clean that up.
Oh, God.
No, not with the mop. Use your hands. Pick that up.
Pick up each individual piece.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that was...
So the guy was...
He was arrested. He apparently... Well, he wasn't arrested. He was suspended.
Okay.
Because he did a fake arrest video with ladies who were in lingerie. They were lingerie models. And he wasn't supposed to be doing that. He got in trouble.
I mean...
We can actually look it up. You can actually see the video.
Was he supposed to be working at the time?
Yes.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
If he was off the clock, you're fine, man.
No, not really, because you can't put on your uniform. That'd be like if we went... Well, no, that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
No really uniforms.
Yeah. So
that'd be like if somebody from McDonald's walked in and is like, I'm going to work in the back of this Burger King kitchen. I'm off the clock. I'm just going to wear my McDonald's uniform.
See, the thing, I was going, if he wasn't wearing his uniform, I'm like, that's just his personal life. Leave him alone.
Nope, he was fully dressed. We'll look it up in a bit. But yeah,
we don't have
it's on the Reddit. Oh, dude, it's well, it looks like an arrest video, but it looks like there's no way this is real.
I think I watched an episode of Cops years ago where they arrested a bunch of strippers for some reason. I think it was maybe it wasn't a strip thing. It was maybe a prostitute thing. And they were just on chairs, handcuffed, and there was in lines. So the camera went to all of them. They're just covering on their faces.
Oh, and then there's the one blonde that waves. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, I've seen that. They're all shy, no, and then it's hi, how you doing?
Do you want to go into the next one?
Sure.
We have two
more sets of two.
You have two more game levels.
All right.
Just call them rounds.
Call them rounds? All right.
We keep naming them weird things. They're just rounds.
Boxing. We're boxing now.
Yeah, round 3. so far
You're
today,
1-1 still.
I'm still 50%.
You're still 50% for now.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Man arrested for selling sponges outside the U.S.
Okay.
That's the first one. Next one. Man fills public pool with bath bombs to create giant bubble bath.
Okay. I feel like the second one he wasn't arrested.
That's a disturbance.
Unless it wasn't his pool.
It wasn't. It's a public pool.
Then he should be arrested. That's like, yeah,
Exactly.
disturbance. If it was his own pool, then it's like your own pool.
Yeah, that's your own thing. Nope,
Yeah.
it's specifically public pool.
Sponges. Okay, they're not man-made sponges. There have to be like natural sponges.
Exactly.
And
these are like sea sponges.
yeah. There's no way man-made sponges are illegal.
You can't sell those.
You can't sell your socks here. You made a thing. You're not allowed to sell those.
But yeah, you're correct. They are
Yeah.
creature sponges, I guess would be the proper term.
They were probably
Not really.
Were they alive still?
The sponges?
Yeah.
To my knowledge, they were not alive.
Okay. I think that changes it, because then it changes from
Like an animal thing
Yeah.
to like a carcass thing.
Yeah. That changes everything, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Because both of those...
I can't keep doing that. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure both of those seem very convincing, honestly. The first one, you know what? I'm gonna say the first one is fake.
The first one, which was
The sponges one.
Sponges
I'm
one?
gonna say that because
all right.
it was out of the country. Doesn't specify. It might have been Florida man. I'm gonna take a leap of faith here.
Take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Well, you would fall in a dark pit, my friend,
Dang
and land
it.
inside the dungeon. Halloween episode. Because that man was arrested for selling sponges outside the U.S. The bath bombs are a fake thing. I thought that'd be really creative, actually, to
Yeah.
just do in real life.
Somebody probably did in their own personal
Eventually.
pool.
But I made that one up. The man was arrested not because he was selling them, but because he just didn't go through the proper channels of selling them. So he could have. He just didn't
That's
do
what I said, it
the
was
proper paperwork.
Because people probably forgot. Oh yeah, sea sponges are animals.
Yeah.
And it's like he tries to sell them as like regular products.
Apparently, he sold them. I guess would be
Sold
proper.
them.
Sold them. He sold them for 4 years, from 2014 to 2018. He just recently got caught. He's only going to go to jail. Well, if it goes through, because he hasn't had a court date yet. But if it goes through, he's only going to go to jail for like a year.
They probably didn't catch him because they're like, they're just sponges or whatever.
No one probably majorly cared.
Nobody knew that. People who's supposed to be checking forgot that sponges are animals
and didn't care.
Yeah, they're like, they're just like you clean your tub with it or whatever.
Yeah, they get out of here.
You do your dishes with those. No, those are animals.
All right, so you have only one shot to keep your 50-50 streak.
I have to get back and
You
focus
have
on
to
this
do
one.
this one. All right.
Okay.
This is going to be the most challenging one yet.
Okay.
This was the first one I wrote down. I saved it for last, more or less because I thought it was the most Halloween-y thing.
Okay.
I would like to note that this guy, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's probably Jason.
Okay.
Man arrested after pulling machete on woman who refused to date him.
Okay.
That's the first one.
I'm ready. Okay.
All right, next story. Woman arrested after pulling machete on man who refused to date her.
Oh, this isn't fair. You're the worst. I hate you so much. This isn't fair. Because it's the same thing. This isn't a game anymore. This is just Bryce has to guess.
You have to guess. Both machete themes. I don't have a joke for a female machete wielder. Jasonette? I don't know. I don't know what the female version of Jason is.
It could still be Jason. People can name whatever they want.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
pretty sure I saw the same woman named her son Vagina.
I knew a girl named Bobby.
I saw
used
this.
to freak me out.
I saw this post. It was somebody's senior class yearbook, and her name was LaForsha. It was spelled L-A-4-S-H-A.
Porsche.
The number 4.
Yeah,
Sha.
I believe it. All right, don't get distracted.
I
must pick one.
I want to stall. You
cannot stall.
because it's literally just a guess.
It is a guess at this point, but it's a good guess.
And based on the fact you keep going off the Jason thing, I'm like, he's trying to make me guess the man.
Maybe.
It's more likely a man.
I'm gonna wink at you.
Don't wink at me. We're still with this new recording equipment, we're still like looking over this table very romantically at each other.
Not only that, I have my arm on it, so I'm stretched across like I'm about to grab Bryce.
Yeah, and I have my arms firmly in my lap to protect myself. It's more likely to be the guy pulling the machete.
Why do you assume that? Are you sexist? You think ladies can't use machetes?
No, I'm saying that guys are crazy.
And women aren't crazy?
They can be, but when it comes to romantic, I mean, let's put it this way.
You're digging yourself into a bigger hole there, mister.
What? I feel like I'm not digging myself into a hole. I feel like everyone can agree, when it comes to dating, guys are more likely to pull the machete.
That's a weird statistic to bring up. For sure, I guess.
You are forcing me to, because you put the two stories you pulled are the same story.
They're the same
but they just
story.
Replace the positions. Yeah, so you're forcing me to play this game.
Yep.
Okay, so I have to... I'm saying more likely he's going to pull the machete.
Hey, Bryce.
What?
I want to play a game.
Yeah, machetes?
Machetes.
Okay. I'm far from the mic just yelling now, because I don't want to make this decision. Because I want to keep my 50%. I don't want to go... I don't want to be losing.
Technically, 50% is still losing.
No,
you're not winning at that point.
I'm half winning.
Thank you, Mr. Glass, half full.
I have to be. My drink is actually half full.
It is half full. It's behind us here.
Okay. I'm gonna say it was the guy that pulled the machete. Dramatic pause. He's making faces.
Sir, you have kept your 50-50 streak.
Yes! Mr. 50%.
Mr. 50. I don't know if you want that moniker.
I'm only good half the time.
Only half the time.
I feel like it doesn't sound good when I pull from the mic, but I feel like it also sounds funny.
Dude, you'll be fine.
I'm so glad I kept that 50%. Also, I'm not surprised it was the guy. Like as I was saying.
Honestly, when I did it, I'm sitting there, I'm like, it'll make Bryce laugh and get upset.
Yeah.
He won't be tricked by it. I honestly thought as soon as I said it, you were going to chuckle. You were going to say it's not fair, like you said, and you're going to go, it's the guy. I wasn't expecting you to try and drag it on.
Well, I had to think
That's why I want to push you. I'm like, pick something. Do it.
Because I was going off of guy when it comes to not being saying no to dating. The guy would probably be pulling
more
machete
upset about
because people like women post their DMs all the time of guys like, hey, fuck you, whore. Like that shit happens.
Isn't there a thing for that, like the Mr. Nice Guy Reddit or something like that?
He's just a nice guy until he pulls a machete on you. So I was like, yeah, it's the guy's gonna pull it. At the same time, I'm like, she could probably pull a machete if she wants.
She's from Florida.
I mean, this
could be some deep South hillbilly shit.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, if a guy could pull it, a girl could pull it. So I'm like, this is a higher chance.
Pull it real good.
Okay.
I know it's push it, but that worked. I guess you could technically push a machete.
Yeah, push and pull. It's like a seesaw motion.
As you just tear up your insides.
Yeah. Welcome to the Halloween episodes, guys. We're super dark. Also, we're breaking down the sexist barriers that women can pull machetes too.
Equal rights. They can get their own machetes.
Yeah, equal rights. They can also try to murder someone who didn't want to date them.
That honestly, that's actually. This is gonna sound weird. That's one of my favorite. I guess it'd be biopics.
Yeah, I can't wait till you finish this. What you're saying, because it still sounds weird.
Have you ever seen Monster?
No.
I can't remember the lady's name, but she was a serial killer.
Yeah.
They literally just killed truckers.
Okay.
But the movie hired she's pretty much like this beautiful model.
Yeah.
And she gained like all this weight and stuff like that just to portray this character. And she did an amazing job. She looks just like the actual person.
Yeah.
I want to say she's one of the rare types of people who, because there's not too many ladies got the death penalty. Mm-hmm. So she's one of those people who has that honor, guess. The honor of being given the death penalty.
You have the honor of sitting in this really shocking chair.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Monster is a very good little biopic movie. And she's, when you see famous last words from serial killers.
Yeah.
She's the one where she goes, I'll be back on Judgment Day with God and stuff like, and she just starts going like on this huge rant before they kill her.
Yeah. I was trying to look up the legitimacy of a last word of someone who's sentenced to death. And I couldn't find it was actually legitimate. Mm-hmm. So
really?
Take this at, not what yours.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm about to say. I take this with a grain of salt. Apparently, the last person who was killed by firing squad, his last request was a bulletproof vest.
Hey,
that's what they said. I couldn't find legitimacy of it, but that's really funny.
I think I've actually heard that before. You know what always interests me? It's not even just the final words. I don't think they do it anymore because they've realized it can be the final meals. It should be a big fuck you. Because I want to say somebody ordered like a whole bunch of food and took like one bite and walked away. It's like, I'm good. And they realized that's not a smart idea anymore.
I forget what serial killer is. A famous serial killer that ordered just like the pit of an olive.
Wasn't that John Wayne Gacy?
Probably.
I want to say it was John Wayne Gacy because he wanted it to grow or something like that. But it doesn't work that way. As soon as it hits your stomach, it evaporates and dies.
I'm not sure you knew about this, guys. The stomach acids, very strong stuff. Yeah. Trust me, I know firsthand. I have heartburn all the time. So they're very strong stuff, and it'll destroy a lot of things when it gets down there, including gum. Gum doesn't stay in your system. It also gets digested.
I usually don't swallow gum. My biggest issue is I chew gum for so long, it evaporates and like dissolves. Yeah. So either I have to spit it out or it gets like stuck in my mouth. Yeah,
the gum that I chew. Hey, sponsor us, Mentos gum.
Mentos.
I chew that all the time. It lasts for hours.
Yeah, it goes for a while.
The one that doesn't, juicy fruit. 10 minutes is already like
not
water.
Even that. I say the flavor leaves within seconds.
It's not I mean the flavor. I don't care about the flavor.
Just the chewiness of it.
Yeah, it's keeping my mouth focused and busy, and it keeps me focused on stuff.
We should create a horror character around somebody who kills people with gum. Like he wraps them in gum, like killer clowns, but instead of cotton candy, it's gum.
Here comes Gumball.
Gumball, exactly. From Cartoon Network.
They don't have the trademark on the word Gumball.
No, I'll say it's a generic word.
Yeah. So, is that all you have for Florida?
That was all Florida Man. That was 4 stories.
Yeah.
You survived another 50. You know what the worst part is? If you ever get to 75, you have to keep that streak at that point. Yeah. So you have to make sure you get at least 2 of them wrong each time.
Yeah. So if I keep this 50% thing, I'm going to come up with a shirt that says Mr. 50%.
Mr. 50.
Mr. 50.
He can get you halfway there.
Wasn't there a movie that was about a baseball player who hit like 1,000 home runs?
Mr. 3000.
Mr. 3000.
Yeah, but he only did 2,999 or some shit like that.
And he has to go, I think it was 97.
Was it?
He had to go back and make 3 more home runs.
Yeah.
And he got the first 2 pretty easily, and the last one he just had trouble with.
He never got it. But I say, have you seen that movie?
No.
He does. Do you mind if I spoil this weird movie?
The super old movie.
Old movie with It has Bernie Mac in it. That's why. Sorry, I'm black. I like Bernie Mac.
Yeah, I like Bernie Mac.
Can I have that on a T-shirt?
Anyways, I like Bernie Mac.
I'm black. I like Bernie Mac. It rhymes, kind of.
Anyways,
but yeah, he doesn't get the last one. So instead, he opens up an ice cream truck, and he's Mr. 2,999 flavors or some shit like that. But I don't know how you hold that many flavors in an ice cream truck, but apparently he does that.
Vanilla. This is vanilla bean.
Yeah.
This is chocolate. This is chocolate bean.
Yeah. And this is swirl. And this is swirl bean.
Swirl bean sounds like Mr. Bean's just like a stepchild that he hates. Oh, I saw this post. Fun fact.
Fun fact with Bryce.
We were talking about how the Joker movie.
Have you seen it yet?
I haven't.
Oh, go see it. It's amazing.
I've only heard the great things. I'm going to go watch it soon. Anyways, they talk about how like there's always a backstory of like the villain, and so like I want a Joker-like movie made about Mr. Bean.
Honestly,
how Mr. Bean ended up like that.
How he got there. I honestly don't know a lot about Mr. Bean. The only thing I watched is Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Yeah.
Which I want to say, isn't that the newest of the Mr. Bean franchise? He hasn't made anything after that. Yeah. And the only thing I got out of that was at the end, he actually finally gets to the ocean.
Yeah.
And they sing Somewhere Beyond the Sea, but it's the French version.
Yeah.
And if you go, the French version has nothing to do with the English version. Like, they don't match up the lyrics at all. It sings about the ocean, where the American version sings about, I guess technically it's about like a love interest, more or less. Yeah. Sorry, that's my tangent on Mr. Bean. So I don't know anything about Mr. Bean other than the fact he doesn't talk.
He's played by Rowan Atkinson.
I know who plays him.
He's an amazing writer and actor and director, and he's awesome.
I say that and Johnny English, if I'm correct. Yeah, he does Johnny English, which is really good.
Fantastic. Johnny English Reborn is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I haven't seen Reborn. I saw the original.
Reborn is fantastic.
All right.
It is starting chase scene is amazing.
Good thing we're talking about these comedy movies on our Halloween special.
Hey, I still have another story. We're 45 minutes in our almost.
All right. Yay! Our Halloween special is actually going to get longer than everything else. It's a special. We should go for another half hour.
No.
Oh.
Hey, Derek. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about Gregory Rasputin's assassination?
Wait, Rasputin?
Yeah.
I fucking love Rasputin.
Yeah.
They call me Little Rasputin at work because I can guess shit and it happens.
Yeah, because he was a... So I'm going to summarize it for people who don't know.
I can sit back at this one.
Grigory Rasputin was a Russian mystic and self-proclaimed holy man who befriended the Tsar Nicholas II, the last monarch of Russia. Mm-hmm. Historians claim that Rasputin's terrible reputation...
No one liked him.
Led to the Tsar government's discrediting, and why it was the last monarch because of him.
Yep.
He's a very interesting man, but I don't want to talk about most of his life. I want to talk about his death.
Yep.
Talk about his insane assassination.
I love this story.
So
this is my favorite bedtime story.
All right. So Felix Yusupov married Irina Romanov, the Tsar's niece. Rasputin was murdered in his home. This is the story that Yusupov recounted of his memoirs, because historians don't know if this is true.
Yeah, it's actually been kind of proven to not be 100% true.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good story.
Like I said, we're here to tell stories, and this is an amazing story. December 16th, 1916. Yusupov invited Rasputin to his home shortly after midnight, and he ushered him to the basement. Yusupov
sketchy.
Offered Rasputin tea and cakes, which had been laced with cyanide. Yep. At first, Rasputin refused the cakes, but then he ate them. To Yusupov's surprise, Rasputin did not appear to be affected by the poison.
Nope.
Rasputin then asked for some Madrin wine, which had also been poisoned. He drank 3 glasses, but still showed no sign of distress. Around 2:30 a.m., Yusupov excused himself to go upstairs, where his fellow conspirators were waiting. Taking a revolver from Pavlovich, as one of the other conspirators, Yusupov returned to the basement and, referring to the crucifix that was in the room, told Rasputin that he better look at the crucifix and say a prayer. Then shot him once in the chest. Believing he was dead, they then drove to Rasputin's apartment with Sokotin, another conspirator, wearing Rasputin's coat and hat to attempt to make it look as though Rasputin had returned home that night. Upon returning to the palace, Yusupov went back to the basement to ensure that Rasputin was dead. Suddenly, Rasputin leapt up and attacked Yusupov, who, with some effort, freed himself and fled upstairs.
The first jump scare.
Yeah.
Rasputin.
Rasputin followed and made it to the palace courtyard before being shot by Persian, another conspirator. There's a lot of conspirators.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted this man dead.
Yeah. Who collapsed into the snowbank. The conspirators then wrapped Rasputin's body in cloth and drove it to the Petrovsky Bridge and dropped it into the Nakva River.
Now, this is where some stories differ.
Yes. The true facts from here on. His body was found December 19th and buried December 21st. His wife, mistress, and children were not invited.
I think the only people who showed up were the royal family,
yes.
weren't they?
So, when Derek says it changed a little bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
So
there's a cooler part.
Some people say he was thrown into the river and his body just floated down river. The more fun story
is he went out kicking and screaming.
Yeah, he didn't die from the gunshot.
Twice.
And he then was drowned because he couldn't get out of the bag.
Yep.
He put him in.
Literally, the worst part about that story that makes me laugh is the first shot.
Yeah.
Not the second one, but the first one, where it's like, he should be dead by now. He's drinking.
Yeah.
Fuck this. And they just go up and get a gun, like, just shoot him. Clack.
Yeah. They shot him.
That's just pure pissed off. It's like, just die already.
And then he came back like, he didn't die by all that poison. We should just check.
Yeah.
Hey, you dead? No? Okay.
He just jumps up.
And then he shot him again. And the thing is, I'm really confused by the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said his body had 3 gunshot wounds.
Yeah.
And they said one was in his forehead.
Yep.
They shot him in the chest originally.
Yep.
And that second one was from behind when he was running away.
Yep.
Should have been the chest.
Yep. He has a bullet in his head. Yes, I know the story. It's really weird.
Where was that third gunshot from? Did he get into the water? Shoot him again.
Shoot him just to be on the safe side. Take the shot.
Did he?
It's the guy who shot JFK on the grassy knoll.
We didn't talk about it on the podcast, but when we did the Liechtenstein, another reference to an older podcast.
Halloween special.
When you said it was hard for you to go along with my conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
I have another conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
He's in there. He couldn't get out. I'm going on my own terms.
He shot himself in the head.
He shot himself.
He had his own pistol somewhere on him.
Yes. Because he's like, the water can't kill me. Guns can't kill me. Only Rasputin can kill Rasputin.
Nothing can kill me. And he just burst out of the bag.
Only Rasputin can kill Rasputin.
Honestly, the worst part is the only way that story could be any better is if literally they sent him down the river. People said, "Oh, we heard him kicking and screaming." He showed up like 2 weeks later, like Jesus, like from Easter. He's like, "I'm fine." It's like, this man won't die.
He watches his own funeral from a hill and
dressed
in all black and sunglasses.
They made sunglasses back then. He made his own sunglasses. Did they have sunglasses back then?
I don't know. We
should look that up when the first thing of sunglasses were made. There's no way it's that old. I want to say sunglasses like I want to say it's like the 1900s.
They're invented in 1929.
Really?
Yeah, and this is before it was 1916 when he died, so yeah, it's before that.
Not very much.
He invented sunglasses.
Exactly. Rasputin's still alive. That wasn't even his body in the coffin.
So it's good.
He's still around. He's
new headcanon. Rasputin's still alive to this day.
Yep.
He's just somewhere in Florida.
He's one of the Florida men. I've always, this is going to sound weird that I've always liked Rasputin. Because if I'm remembering correctly, the Don Bluth, you know who Don Bluth is?
Yeah.
The guy who made Dragon's Lair and stuff like that. He made Anastasia. If I'm correct, isn't the villain that's supposed to be him?
Yeah.
And I love that because he has like body parts that fall off of him and shit. I've always liked that.
There's some people in history that are so interesting. We only talked about assassination. Rasputin has a very interesting life.
Yeah.
We can take an entire episode and do that. We probably will. But
next Halloween.
I have with him, we talked about the marathon, which was an entire episode by itself.
Pretty much.
I have 2 other people that can be entire episodes by themselves, and we're eventually going to do them.
All right.
This is a special episode, so we're doing hinting at the past and hinting at the future.
It's just like the Day of the Dead. Which this is actually, even though it's a Halloween special, it'll be coming out Friday.
Yeah, so it's actually technically the day after Halloween.
So it's Day of the Dead, because isn't that November 1st, correct?
Yeah.
I think it moves. I think that's like Thanksgiving where it moves depending on the week.
So this is a jump scare. We didn't plan that. We didn't plan that at all. I was trying to think of this is like I'm thinking of Halloween. The first thing came to mind was jump scare, and you just screamed into the microphone.
I'm sorry about that, people. I wasn't planning on doing that. That was a muscle reaction.
So we're gonna have to.
I hate jump scares.
So we record the fun fact about the podcast. We record the intros afterwards.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to remember to in the content jump scare warning. So you wanted to finish off the episode?
Well, we already did. We already stalled for time.
Hey,
we can do it again.
Check out Young Walnut. He's the coolest.
Yeah.
Also, we have a Twitter. You can tweet at us at DieHAT Podcast. It's DYHAT Podcast. You can also email us at diehatpodcast@gmail.com if you want to send us stories. If you want to just talk to us, that's cool. We're lonely. Do you have anything else?
I'm never lonely while I'm with you. We'll die together. We belong dead. You don't get that reference, do you?
No.
Bride of Frankenstein. When
I haven't watched a lot of movies, man.
We gotta sit down and watch the original.
I know you're gonna force. I know you guys. You're gonna force me to sit down and watch scary movies.
Yeah, we are. I want to watch 3 from Hell. I got it coming out. I got it on Blu-ray.
So, do you have anything else before we going to the final story? This is a story that I've had on the list for since we started doing the mini stories, and I'm really hyped about it.
All right, then let's jump into it then, because Bryce just hopped in his seat, just so you know.
Also, this chair is very bouncy.
All right, let's go.
Hey, Derek, did you hear about this? Did you hear about the surgery with a 300% mortality rate?
That's a bad thing, right?
Yes.
How do you get that high? How does that doesn't make any sense. That means no one's lived.
So
you can't go over 100.
So let me.
What are you, Willy Wonka? That's 110%. No.
It's a 300% mortality rate. 300%.
Are Spartans involved?
So Robert Liston was a surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
He was known for doing fast surgeries.
Because that's what you want.
Yeah,
the fastest surgery in town.
Like that's what he advertised as, pretty much. If people would watch him perform surgeries really quick. Like
that sounds
minutes.
really dangerous.
Yes, very dangerous. It was like amputations in like 30 seconds. It was super fast. He performed the surgery.
You know, just remind me of
what
you said. Amputations. I remember I was watching Street Magic one day. This was many years ago when I was younger.
Yeah.
And one of the tricks was they hypnotized the guy and cut his arm off.
Yeah.
And I sat there. I'm like, that's not really much of a trick.
Yeah.
You just cut a guy's arm off at this
mean.
point. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna come back and be like, what happened to my right arm?
So, Robert Liston performed the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
He lost the patient to infection.
Okay.
He accidentally amputated his assistant's fingers, who also passed from infection.
Okay. 3 people were gonna die in this. That's what 300's for.
He accidentally slashed at a spectator who was watching, who died from shock because they thought he
got crazy.
Yeah. So he killed 3 people in one surgery a surgery on one person.
What was the surgery? At least, do you have that?
I think it was a leg amputation.
Oh, fuck's sake!
So 3 people.
It's not
died.
even a cool surgery. They're
Yeah.
not even like replacing a heart or anything. They're just taking a leg off.
He went so fast. He amputated his assistant's fingers, and he didn't actually hit the spectator, but he got like his clothes, and he thought
the guy
he got
just
him.
freaked out.
He was so scared, he died.
Damn.
Yeah, 300%. Hey, you ever had a bad day at work?
Hey, he got paid either way. He gets paid for the attempt, not for the execution.
I said I could try this surgery. I didn't think it was going to succeed.
Yeah, it's nothing whatsoever.
I failed so hard, other people died.
They still do that, don't they? Where I don't think it's as open as it used to be, but you can still spectate surgeries, can't you? If I'm correct,
I think so. I think
only select ones. Which I just think is, who's signing up for that? Like, I want to go watch somebody do a surgery.
Hey man, you want to go watch my surgery?
Yeah, no. It's like a Futurama where like give them some privacy, and they go into the next room. Like, if anybody can't see through the 2-way mirror, we have this monitor here that's closer in. Sorry.
So, our friend, I'm pretty sure, doesn't Sam have to get her, because it's in part of her jaw?
Yep,
We should ask if we can watch. I want to watch her get cut open.
Tear a fucking tooth out.
Yeah.
No, I felt so bad because when she said she was going to go get both of them done, she came back and I'm like, so what happened? She goes, well, they only did one. The other one's impounded or whatever they want to call it. Impacted, sorry. And I went, oh, that sucks. I'm going to have to cut your mouth open. I said it just kind of like that. And she just looked at me and I went, it's true.
Hey, guys. Bill.
Hey, y'all. I want to say thank you for joining the Halloween special. It's one of my favorite holidays.
It is.
I've been waiting for months to do this.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it.
Hey, we're going to end this one not on a cliffhanger, weird hangout we usually do. Hey, guys, thanks for listening.
Thanks, man. See you later.